Hi everyone, welcome back to our C++ tutorials for beginners. In today's video, we are going to create a simple C++ program to calculate for the area of a rectangle using a function. So we will write a function that takes the width and length of the rectangle as arguments and returns the area. And then we will use this function in our main program to prompt the user for the rectangle's dimensions and display the calculated area. So let's read the question together.
The area of a rectangle is calculated according to the following formula. Area equals width times length. Design a function that accepts a rectangle's width and length as arguments and returns the rectangle's area. Use the function in a program that prompts the user to enter the rectangle's width and length, and then displays the rectangle's area.
So from the question, we are going to follow about 5 steps to be able to solve this question. The first step that we are going to follow is that we will create a function outside the main function, which is going to be used to calculate for the area of the rectangle. After that, we will jump into our main function and create our variables. Our third step is that we will prompt the user to enter the length and width of the rectangle, and after that, our fourth step is going to be that we will calculate the area using the function we created, and lastly, our fifth step is that we will display the area. So let's start writing our code. So as stated earlier, we are going to create a function to calculate the area of the rectangle as stated in the question. And functions are supposed to be outside the main function. Okay, so our function is going to be outside the main function. I'll first write a comment here as function to calculate the area of the rectangle. Alright, this is how you write the function. You first bring your data type. I'm going to use double for this to be able to accept decimals. And then I'll write my variable name. Here, the variable name that I'm going to write is calculate rectangle area. Okay, so that I'll know that this is a function to calculate for the area of a triangle, sorry, a rectangle. So this is my variable name, calculate. You can choose to write yours as calculate area. Okay, I want to specify mine, that's why I'm writing calculate rectangle area, so that I will know that this function calculates for the area of a rectangle. And after this, you open a bracket. Okay, you open a bracket like this and write your parameters. Okay, so your parameters are what you are going to accept. You are going to accept double as width and also a double as what? Length, because you need length and width for the rectangle. So this is what you are going to write. Double for my what? My width. Sorry, I have to bring a space. So double width, and then I'll bring a comma and add my length. So double another, I'll write length here. Alright, if you write this, you are not done. Your next step is you are going to write the formula itself. Okay, so you move outside this bracket and bring curly brackets here like this, and then you write what you are going to return, because in every function you have to return something. Okay, so in this function, what are we returning? We are returning the area of a rectangle. Okay, so write return. And what's the area of a rectangle? Length times width, or width times length is the same thing. So you write width times length. So this is what the function is supposed to return, which is the area of the rectangle. Yes. So this is how you write a function. Now that you are done with the writing of our function, let's jump into our main function and start creating our variables. Alright, so I'll write a comment here as create variables. So create variables. Alright. In my variables, I'm declaring a double for width, length, length, and also area. Great. Our next step is that we will prompt the user for input. Okay, so prompt user for input. Alright, we need the length and width from the user. Okay, so cout, I'm starting from the width, so cout, enter the width of the rectangle. Okay, so enter the width of the rectangle. Let me bring a semicolon here, and then I'll end the line. After my cout, I have to allow the user to input it. Okay, so C in what? Width. The next one is going to be for the length. Okay, so I can just copy this one and make the changes. So instead of width here, I write length, and here too I'll use length instead of width. Great. So you'll be able to ask the user to enter the width and length of the rectangle. After that, you have to calculate for the area. But this time, you are going to calculate for the area using the function we created. Okay, so you'll be calling the function here. So let me write a comment here as calculate the area using the function. Alright, let's take note of how we are going to use the function to calculate for the area. Okay, yes. This is what you are going to do. You write area is equal to, alright, and this is where you are going to call your function. What was our function's name? Let's move up. Our variable name for our function was what? Calculate rectangle area. So this is what you are going to write. You are going to write the variable name used for the function. So here you write calculate rectangle area. Okay, and inside here, this way you write something called arguments. Okay, so arguments are the inputs that you are going to take for the function. You are taking what? You are taking width, comma, length. Yes, these are the two things we need for our function, and this is how you call the function to calculate for the area of the rectangle. Very, very simple. So you just write the formula, so area, and then the formula that you call your variable name. So our variable name was calculate rectangle area, and after that you just open a bracket and write what you are going to accept. So the width and length will be accepted, and then from the function you are supposed to multiply the width by the length, so it will be multiplied, and the answer will be returned to you. So let's display our results, and that's our last step. So display area. To display my area, I'll cout, bring my double less than, and then I'll say the area of the rectangle is, I'll move outside the brackets and write the area here, and I'll end the line. Okay, so we are done with our function and everything. We are done with our program, yes. So let's run and see what we have. Great. So I've been asked to enter the width of my rectangle. So I can write, let's say 12, and my length, I'll go for a decimal, so 5.55, and see what I have. Great. So the area of my rectangle is what? 66.6. And that's how you use function to calculate the area of a certain shape. You can even try modifying this program to calculate the area of, let's say, a triangle, a square, a circle, any other shape that you can think of. Okay, so this brings us to the end of today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we created a C++ program that calculates for the area of a rectangle using a function. And I hope you found this tutorial helpful and that you enjoyed following along. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more programming tutorials. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in our next video.